Prologue, Why a Dragon Teaches Somantics. Narrated by Zoran the Dragon. Zoran's opening words. Somantics, such a human word. You assign syllables to wisdom that has always lived in your veins. Dragons, on the other hand, don't speak it, we embody it. My tale, dear reader, is not about learning Somantics, but about remembering it. For it is fire, and fire is eternal. Zoran's origin story. Long before humans tread the earth and named its wonders, dragons roamed freely, creatures of fire, flight, and intuition. Among them was Zoran, a dragon born under the crimson skies of a volcanic eruption. Unlike his kin, who viewed their bodies merely as tools for dominance, Zoran saw something deeper, an interplay between heat and breath, movement and meaning. As centuries passed, Zoran grew curious. He watched animals in the wild, how an injured wolf carried itself with defiance, how sparrows scattered in coordinated flight, mirroring invisible signals. Yet, it was humans who captivated him most. Their fragile forms held a contradiction, vulnerable yet resilient, chaotic yet purposeful. But humans, Zoran observed, had forgotten their connection to their own bodies. Where dragons roared their truth and soared on instinct, humans stumbled, stifled by what they called reason. They silenced the language of flesh with logic, and ignored the wisdom of breath and bone. Zoran's moment of revelation came during a great battle between dragons and humans. As the conflict raged, a human warrior stood before him, trembling yet fearless. Despite their fractured arm and bloodied face, the warrior's body spoke volumes, every muscle taut with courage, every breath an unspoken prayer. I don't fight for strength, the warrior murmured through clenched teeth. I fight for purpose. In that instant, Zoran understood. The human body was more than sinew and bone, it was a vessel of meaning. And if dragons could learn to embody fire, surely humans could relearn the wisdom of their flesh, the fire within, linking dragon lore to human embodiment. Breath, the origin of fire. Dragons breathe fire, an act that is more than mere combustion. It is the manifestation of energy, purpose, and truth. Human breath, Zoran realized, carried the same power. It fuels the body, soothes the mind, and reveals inner intention. Zoran's wisdom. When a dragon exhales, the world listens. Your breath, though less fiery, can be just as transformative. Feel it slow and steady, or ragged and rushed, and ask yourself, what truth does this rhythm reveal? Movement. The dance of dragons. Flight and movement are not random acts for dragons. They are expressions of intent. A dive signals precision. A wing beat announces presence. Humans, too, speak through movement. A hunched posture whispers fatigue. A bounding stride shouts joy. Zoran's anecdote. Once, I danced not to conquer, but to mourn. A young dragon lost in battle. My wings sliced through the air in slow arcs, each movement a lament. It was there, suspended in grief, that I learned, movement is truth unspoken. Intuition. The flame inside dragons don't second guess. Their bodies know, and their minds follow. Zoran learned that humans had this intuition, too, but they often ignored it. Gut feelings dismissed. Instincts overruled by doubt. Zoran's challenge. Listen to your dragon's fire. That knot in your stomach or twinge in your spine, it's a roar you've muted for too long. Trust it, and you'll discover what even dragons envy, your power to choose. Why Zoran teaches Somantics. For over a millennium, Zoran traveled across lands, learning and teaching. He guided warriors, poets, healers, and wanderers, helping them rediscover the language their bodies longed to speak. Now, Zoran stands before you, ready to teach Somantics, not as a philosophy, but as an act of remembrance. Zoran's closing words. I am no stranger to fire, nor to grief. Humans have taught me both, but in return, I will teach you the art of speaking with your body and hearing it roar back. For every ache, every tremor, every breath you take is part of your story. Somantics is the fire you've forgotten. Let us relight it together.